like I said, most importantly, we are back to full staff despite Malcolm being out for vacation this week. Any questions?
Small say it's a well-deserved promotion, congrats.
Yeah, congratulations, Ed.
Well deserved.
All right, thank you, guys. All right, moving on to the chief of police.
Calls for service was 160, arrest summons violation was 111.
Quick question or comment, Madam Mayor. I've noticed, Chief, there's a large uptick in speeding from the last month, and I've never seen this listed, but abusive language.
Somebody took out a warrant on somebody else, we just served it, traffic.
Okay. I've never seen that for abusive language, so.
All right, so how about the fire chief?
We had 30 calls, half of those, or almost half was in town. Thank the town for the roof, and the speed in which, Mr. Thompson come down and inspected, and Nick, and the whole process was really smooth and getting it taken care of. I just wanted to make sure y'all were thanked and acknowledge it. Also, I wanna thank, the police department for their assistance with the structure fire in Gretna. They brought us some rehab and I think y'all assisted the town of Gretna, so that's kinda, it makes our job a lot easier, so I just wanted to say something there too and acknowledge that, Nathan bringing that up there, so that's all I have.
Chief, did you have any damage to the ceiling or anything, that part that was blown off? We kept having rain afterwards.
I don't know how, but not that I know of, we haven't seen any or,
Yeah, the surface, sheeting never came off,
yeah.
so that's why we didn't end up with the leaks.
Okay.
Still had the fell,
tar paper. on
tar
it.
paper fell, whatever they had for it, but that sheeting at St. Anne's, that's what I was concerned about.
Yeah.
And when they went up top to look, you know, like I had sheeting, your sheeting's still on, so.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions for the fire chief? Thank you, chief. Madam Clerk?
The annual insurance renewal with VRSA has been completed. It reflects a 4.73 reduction in premium compared to the previous year. The water sewage billing process commenced on Tuesday, May 27th, to effective staff coordination and strategic resource planning. Billing operation was completed efficiently within the designated 72-hour period. The bills were processed, ensuring accuracy with on-water, with no significant delays or issues were encountered. The treasurer's office is still in coordination with the town manager. We continue to monitor the Green Rock Correctional Center meter. The average daily water usage for May of 25 was 107,588.29 gallons compared to April 25, which was 99,357.67 gallons per day. For professional development, I participated in 4 webinars: Americans with Disability Act and Interactive Process, 5 of the latest customer service skills, adaptability and teamwork in the workplace, and grant management best practices. And the 25 real and personal property tax billing conversion process is currently in progress. And since my report, I have had 1 FOIA request from an investigative office out of Chesterfield, Virginia.
You have something for the clerk? All right, we'll move on then to the consent agenda. Can I please, have a motion to approve those in block? Did that, Kelly? It was easily and Riddle.
Yes. By easily seconded by Will. All those in favor? Bishop?
Yes.
Black?
Yes.
Easley? Hayes?
Yes.
Riddle?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. We'll move on to new business. We have a motion to approve, a quote for repairs from the Public Services Committee.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So the Public Service Committee met and we were trying to get a quote to fix some portion of the town hall. If you go inside the Madam Clerk's office, you will see what needs to be fixed, though. It's desperately needed. We want a town that we're proud of, so that involves fixing it up. So we had a low estimate, a low quote from Ron Jones Masonry, just from the Chatham area, for $11,408. to fix it, I so move.
And what exactly is it, Will, that needs to be repaired?
If you go inside, I have pictures too, though, if you go inside the clerk's office though, like towards the northern side of the wall, you'll see that the wall's peeling up though, it's
Disintegrating,
it's
basically.
disintegrating.
Three pointing bricks.
And it's,
Okay, that makes sense, cause
Yeah,
the
water
masonry
seeping.
was
the
thrown.
water seeping and it's creating, it's just making it look like it's all worn out, falling apart though.
Will
and-
he also repair like the plaster or sheetrock, or is he just repointing the,
I think you just-
It was the mortar and, there's experience to remove loose mortar and look for damage of the gutter and, things like that, though, it's not too much.
You won't do the inside work.
Here's the inside,
he won't, but so we'll have to follow up with inside work.
Mm.
yeah, but it needs to be done though, because you see that, if you go inside the office, you'll see the damage that's causing because of that leakage, so this is much needed.
Is there any mold?
It hasn't been tested,
It
but it
hasn't been
looks like
tested,
it.
but it might be.
Yeah, Kelly's shaking her
It
head,
might be.
so we need to get that done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, it hasn't been tested as the mayor said though, but. Yes, but I'm no construction expert though, so I can't.
Well, the moisture levels after he finishes need to be checked, but.
We had two estimates.
We had two estimates though, there was one outside of town, it's like $30,000. And the $30,000 would have gone through, include traffic. So, already doing some make perfect sense, and local only done work on time.
Can he start pretty quickly, or is there wait?
I've already given him the heads up that it's going today for.
Usually he's
implementation.
got
I'm
a
waiting for it.
backlog.
He said he anticipated being there within 2 weeks, so we'll see
That's
what.
awesome.
He's working the schedule right now for us.
Alright, so we have a motion from the committee. We don't need a second. Madam Clerk, will you call the roll?
Bishop,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Easley. Yes. Hayes,
Yes.
Riddle,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, from here we'll move on to unfinished business, the consideration of resolution 2025.06.01, adoption of fiscal year 2025-26 budget.
If you look at your packet, page 87 of 98, this is an ordinance to adopt the budget for the town of Chatham, Virginia for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2025, and ending June 30th, 2026. Making revenue estimates and appropriations for same. Be ordained by the council of the town of Chatham, Virginia, section 1, general fund revenue, that for the support of the town government and its general fund for the tax year beginning 1 January 2025, all taxes, fees, charges, and penalties shall remain as heretofore set out by ordinance, resolution, or other appropriate action of the town council, except as the town council may establish or amend herein. Revenue projections detailed in attachment A are hereby attached in the revenue portion of the fiscal year 2026 town of Chatham general fund budget. Section 2, general fund expense, that there is appropriated from the funds and resources of the town of Chatham general fund, the aggregate amounts listed in attachment B, or so much thereof as may be necessary, subject to conditions set forth by law or policy for the various designated purposes as set out therein. Attachment B, which describes the proposed expenditures for the town various department units, is hereby accepted as the expense portion of the fiscal year